Right, here we are again. Um, Welcome to week 5. Yeah, Merry Christmas to everyone and that. Um, just a quick recap um, of what happened last week with the nutrition, right? Um, so changed the changed like increased the food plan, right? Because I wasn't taking on enough calories. And this week was I wasn't expecting expecting to feel this good. It was interesting how just like a couple of little changes it made a real big difference. Just wasn't really feeling like exhausted when I got back, and sleeping was much more improved. Not like because there was a couple of days where I was waking up a bit late, right? But it wasn't because I was all fucked up. Like it was just like, oh, like my my I turned my alarm off while I was sleeping and just carried on sleeping. Not for long, like half hour or something, but yeah. And Like I said, it was really surprising the effects. Reaching the distance goals was much easier as well. So yeah, um, just a little change really. Adding a bit more to the breakfast and a bit more to the dinner. It did make a real big difference. So starting tomorrow, it's week 6, right? So the distance goes up, and as well increasing the nutrition to match. But like I said, the results really are gonna the results of this increase in nutrition is going to be seen in week 7, right? Because that's the week 7 is the deload week. The previous deload week was when everything just basically fell apart. My body had enough, and yeah. So we'll see what happens. Like when you're pushing yourself so much all the time. Like I said before, your body can take it up until a point, um, and then it says, "No, we're not doing it anymore." So yeah, we'll see what happens. Just on a little side note, my weighed myself this morning and went up a quarter of a kilogram, quarter of a kilogram. So that was quite interesting. Because previous weeks it was just going down slightly, right? So yeah, maybe because I was probably I've been eating. Fucking hell. I feel like I'm in a confessional or something. I've been eating a lot this weekend. Well, since Friday. Um, just getting in the Jesus, getting in the Christmas spirit, yeah. Honestly, sometimes I've got no control. Anyway, right. Speaking of Christmas, what happened this week? Obviously, as far as getting jobs, there wasn't really that much work going around. I don't know why. Everyone's fucked off on holiday, but yeah, it was good to concentrate on the riding. Right, that was the getting jobs. Yeah, obviously making a bit of money is good. But yeah, the riding, focusing on the riding was a real benefit, especially like this time of year, right? Uh, Cold, super windy as well. Just almost pushing you off the bike. But yeah, when you've got the opportunity to do something, there's no financial gain. When things get difficult, this is what separates the men from the boys, right? Um, or in this case, a typical courier and a pizza boy. It's we have to experience these things because that's what makes us stronger, right? Another another interesting thing was this week. Well, not so much this week, but like Christmas Day, when I was out on Christmas Day, right? Um, I was having a good time, but car drivers did not did not like me on Christmas Day. There was a few occasions. I'd probably say something like five times when a car was extremely close to knocking me off the road. It's weird, right? Because on a normal day, the amount of cars that I go past, um, there is like one or two that would be jealous, right, of someone on a bike going past them. Um, but then on Christmas Day there was hardly anyone around. Um, but more people trying to run you off the road, even though the roads were empty. I don't know what that was like. Maybe they just don't like they don't like driving on Christmas Day, I guess. Who knows? Right, but I've been doing a bit of work on some data, uh, just gathering everything to see what works, what doesn't. Um, yeah, we'll get into that. I've got it on the laptop, so we'll see what because this is the thing, right? I don't know what's going to work. I don't know what's not going to work. But we try these things and we see and take it from there. So we'll get the. I'll go through the data now, right? Right. So here we go. Who doesn't love a an Excel spreadsheet? um, okay. So obviously this is all. This is all. Let me talk you through this data, right? Um, so while I'm out, um, I've got my heart rate monitor on, and I'm pulling this information off the heart rate monitor directly. Um, so my zones pre-programmed into this. There's all like equations and stuff, macros and what have you built into this. So these are my zones, and this is how much time is spent in each zone per day in minutes, right? And then we've got the total minutes, obviously, and obviously the minutes converted into hours, and then percentages uh, of the time, right, of the total time. Um, some nice equations for you. So I've got some other stuff like that was the distance that I'd done each day. That was the target, and the that column there, the difference. So Christmas Day was 4 kilometers off the target. There we go. I've also got average speeds. This whole thing is just not just um, the structure this training is built around, the nutrition, the fucking YouTube videos itself. This is another piece of a puzzle that I'm just building just to see how it all works. Nice graph for you. So we've got the average speeds is the red line.
let me just do the basics first. So we've got the days here, the percentages. I should have put a legend on the side. Percentages of the heart rate zones, and this is speed in kilometers. So average speed slightly increasing as the week went on, probably because it was so bloody quiet. And the zones themselves, right? So zone 1 is blue, 2, 3, 4, and then there's a little 5 there. But yeah, really, I mean that day. Well, in fact, I would say that day is perfect. A nice range in zone 2 and 3, with a little bit in 4 and a little bit in 1 as well. Giving yourself some time to recover as well as pushing a little bit. That's how you grow. Well, this is talking like I'm a fucking specialist here. This is the information that I'm pulling off the internet and stuff. Yeah, we'll see how the as the time goes on. Right, next week is probably going to be more or less the same. Given that it's so quiet anyway, I wouldn't expect there to be that much of a difference. January, yeah, it might start changing. As I'm getting more jobs and having to being put under more time pressure, it might be more like that than like that. So more in zone 3 than that's so 48%, almost half the day was zone 2. What was that? So it was 8 hours. Wow, that's actually really quite cool. Yeah, we'll see. As the days goes on, we'll see what comes of this. That's basically it. Yeah, there we go.
So there you go. Some nice data to look at for you. Nice, pretty graph and stuff. Let's see how that side of it all pans out as well. Because I think it's important to measure things. Because how else do you know if you're improving anyway? But yeah, so that's basically it. So next week is week 6. I'm really excited for week 6. This is this is my late Christmas present. My late Christmas present to myself, yeah. Because this is week 6 is 100% of the ceiling test, right? So the ceiling test when I was out last was 173 kilometers that I managed, right? So next week is going to be Monday to Friday, 173 kilometers. Yeah, while working, I mean, again, I don't think it's going to be super busy. But you never know, do you? You never know. But I'm more excited to see how I'm going to feel, given that when I did the ceiling test, it was, I was on the verge of breaking. It was. I don't know if that was because of the weather. Actually, yeah, it was really fucking cold. That it was snowing as well. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this week, right? Week 6 is the real test for this whole process. So everything I've been doing up until now is going to see how my body has reacted to doing these weeks of like increasing, decreasing, increasing, as well as throwing in some the fatigue tests and the fatigue resistance and the other one, the threshold test. Yeah. And there's another fatigue resistance on Saturday as well. So yeah, that'll be good. After this week doing a fatigue resistance, yeah. There we go. Let's have it, yeah.